Your eyes aren't deceiving you. They're not. Ed Boon, NetherRealm, came out today, hot off the wire, this afternoon, and asked us for what we wanted to see added when it comes to online features in Mortal Kombat 1. My praying has paid off to the Elder Gods. I've been sitting here looking at a shrine of Onaga and the One Bing, and I actually have some Quan Chi, some Shang Tsung, a bunch of candles. I just got lit in my closet, just sitting here, just hoping and praying that one day the online for Mortal Kombat 1 won't be so bland and boring. It's like an empty gym. But thankfully, that might be changing soon. What's up? Your boy Dynasty, back again with another Mortal Kombat 1 video, and I am hyped because finally, some fucking communication. Where has this been over the last 5 weeks? Where has it been? I don't know, but regardless, that changes today because Ed Boon confirmed we're getting some new stuff soon with MK1. So before we break it all down, if you could, take a second, drop a like if you're excited to know that Ed Boon wants our feedback. The community, you got 24 hours to take part in this voting poll to let your voice be heard when it comes to what you want added in Mortal Kombat 1. I'm going to have a link to this in the description down below. If you have an X account, a Twitter account, go vote. Because this is important. We need the entire community to go here and voice your opinion. Because it's like the one time they're actually asking us for feedback publicly. And I think we should be taking advantage of this. So what the hell is going on? Ed Boon came out this afternoon and said, we are working on additional online features for Mortal Kombat 1. Can't announce any dates specifics at the moment. Which feature would you like to see the most / first? Now, sadly, Twitter X only allows you to add 4 options in your voting polls. And the first one is crossplay. The second one is ranked play switch to 2 out of 3 for your sets. Ping filter and Wi-Fi filter. Now, let me be the first to say, because I'm pretty sure all of us agree here, we should have all of this. We should have every single thing listed on this voting poll. I think for me, the one that's not so important is the amounts of matches you have to win in Combat League ranked play. You guys do know, in comparison to the previous Mortal Kombat game, MK11, you got to win 3 matches in Combat League as opposed to 2 out of 3. You got to win 3, and depending on who you ask, that's up for debate. For me, I kind of like it. It's more of a chess match because the games are longer. It just sucks because you really can't counterpick outside of your Kameo fighters, so it kind of makes the extra match that you got to win seem less worthwhile, if that makes any sense. It's just a longer experience. If you got a good connection and it's a fun match, awesome, but if it's miserable, it just drags on forever. So I still do think the best 2 out of 3 makes sense instead of like 3 out of 5. But again, I am just the guy here. My opinion may or may not be valid, but clear as day, you can see 75% of the community at this point in time. Again, this just kicked off like about an hour ago, this voting poll, like less than an hour ago. Everybody wants crossplay, and I am just so glad that at the very least, it seems like the main focus is going to be crossplay, because it's ridiculous that in 2023 a game launched without it. That should be the industry standard, and it's something I've harped on and bitched about from the jump. Even before launch, I've been really critical about this because you guys do know, I truly feel like this was something that WB had NetherRealm do, because WB needs that good old money. And with them not adding crossplay, it meant that more people bought the game on various different platforms to play with various different people. If crossplay was implemented from the jump, you wouldn't have to buy this game on your PS5 to play with your PS5 friends, the PC to play with your PC friends, the Xbox to play with your Xbox friends, the Switch to play with your Switch friends. You could just simply buy 1 copy of the game and play with everybody. WB, needing the money, my big brain theory here is always like, they're just gonna hold off on that on purpose. get more sales. If you keep up with me on the socials, you guys do know, I literally went out of my way to buy a PlayStation 5 just so I could stream and play with you guys on the PS5. So, you know what I mean? They got my money. Sony got my money too, but WB got my PlayStation money. I had to buy the game twice, the premium twice. It was kind of expensive. I would have liked to have just bought it once, but the things we do to play with you guys, it's hassles and hurdles we shouldn't have to jump through. But I'm glad that thankfully, in time, it seems it's gonna be the first thing added, fixed. Second thing being a Wi-Fi filter is, again, pretty based. We've been asking for a Wi-Fi filter since like Mortal Kombat X 2015. We've been asking for a Wi-Fi filter. You guys do know, even with the GGPO netcode, if you're not playing on an Ethernet cord, you're playing on a Wi-Fi, it is pretty dog shit. And the fact that, again, this is something that's not been implemented in 2023 for a game like Mortal Kombat, which is very online heavy. Took damn near 8 years, but that's next on the list, it seems like. Again, the rank play, the rounds, you know, best 2 out of 3 versus 3 out of 5. That just depends on who you ask. For me, I think 2 out of 3 is pretty cool. It's a nice medium, I think, just because, again, it keeps things shorter. It's kind of what we've been accustomed to over the years with NetherRealm Studios games. You know, so changing it to the best 3 out of 5, it is what it is. If they don't change that, I can live with it, but depending on who you ask, some people really miss the best 2 out of 3 sets versus 3 matches being won, and I get that completely. Lastly is the ping filter, just so you can see what the ping is with your opponent, who you're going up against. And I think right now there's like I think there is a ping filter, right? I think I saw in the last update they added a ping filter, but I've seen since then it's not accurate. I'm not sure what version it's on. It might be just on PC, I think, but from what I've gathered, it's completely wrong and off. I could be just imagining things in my head at this point. This game has fried my brain. My brain is just brain stew. But I'm pretty sure they added a ping filter, or like they're testing it, I think. But it's just not accurate, so it's damn near useless. So again, 113,000 views in less than an hour. I'm just glad crossplay is like the #1 priority right now. Looking at the replies, you can see Waz, big content creator. Crossplay is by far the most important thing on the list. It's probably #1, I think. I think we can all agree crossplay is very important. Super came out and said, thank you, Mr. Boon. All of these are important, but crossplay is by far the #1 for most of us. I agree. I threw my 2 cents in there because I do think something is missing from here. I said the ability to create online rooms, lobbies, like you've been doing since Mortal Kombat 9. If we're being technical, you can do this back in Mortal Kombat Deception on the PlayStation 2. The ability to create a lobby. I wish that was added to this list because you guys do know, as a content creator, they just recently added the never-ending King of the Hill, where you can just be the king forever despite winning or losing, and people can just keep rotating in and out against you, which is cool. But having a lobby where I can name it like Dynasty, you know, all you guys on stream can, you know, watching can hop into the lobby, send me challenges, join the King of the Hill, be in queue, go up against each other, talk shit in the Twitch chat, the YouTube chat, while you guys are waiting to join like a King of the Hill that I have, you know, going on, because there's only so many spots. You know, it just makes the whole online experience as a streamer, creator, a lot more efficient, smoother, easier. And I hope that is prioritized more than even like a ping filter. I feel like that's something that we really need to have, because it's been implemented for WB games since Mortal Kombat 9. No reason why it's missing, I'd say, other than the fact that, well, you know, budget cuts, rushed game. But I do hope that Boon sees this. If you guys can go like that tweet, in particular that reply, that would be great, because that's the one thing I think that is missing here. Obviously, like I mentioned earlier, I think every single one of these things needs to be added. It should have been in the game from the jump, but better late than never. I'm glad Boon's coming out mentioning again they're aware of what is in demand. It just sucks how he said no specific time period for when this is going to be added. So that could mean a month from now, 2 months from now, 3 months from now. It could be in beta forever, just like crossplay back in Mortal Kombat 11. Who knows? But at the very least, you guys have 24 hours to go cast your votes for what you want. Crossplay is not going to leave the #1 spot, thankfully. But everything else, you know, ranked play, the amount of rounds, matches you got to win, the ping filter, the Wi-Fi filter. I'll have it linked in the description down below. I'm very critical, guys, but we got to give them their due when they do things right. This is a step in the right direction. Thank you, Ed, for being open and honest about not knowing when it's dropping, being aware that these are the things we want. We appreciate it more than you can ever imagine. We need more of this. We really do. It makes you wonder why they even have community managers, because isn't this their job to gauge the interests of these features? Where are they at? I don't know. I don't know. Regardless, though, this really did make my afternoon, and I'm hoping it makes your afternoon too. This is a step in the right direction. By no means this is just wipe clean, you know, all the bullshit from Mortal Kombat 1's launch. I still believe this is probably the most fucking clusterfuck of a launch I've seen personally when it comes to Mortal Kombat games, dating back to even Mortal Kombat 9. Like, this has been the craziest launch in terms of like lack of content, just miscommunication, bugs, just the whole state of the game, the player base. It's been a shit show, but I think we can all agree that the core of Mortal Kombat 1, the core of it, the gameplay itself is fun. Regardless of how you feel about the gameplay and stuff, this will make the experience better. So I can get behind that, and I want you guys to go be vocal and let them know what you want to see, because your voice matters. I know it seems like it doesn't. I know it's like an uphill battle to get some of these things done. I know it feels like we're constantly having to be negative here on YouTube, or I say we, myself and you guys in the comments, but it's because we care and we're passionate about this franchise. So we'll see what happens. Still no acknowledgement on the $12 fatality. There's a Thanksgiving one in queue. We'll see how they handle that one at the end of the month. But guys, that is all I got for y'all today. I love you. Shout out to Boon for finally just communicating with us, all we've ever asked for. What do you want to see added? Because again, I think all 4 of these plus a lobby system is needed. I think it needs it. I think all of us agree. If you hate the game, if you love the game, I think we can all agree these 4 plus that lobby system is something that should be here at launch. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed the video, though, take a second, drop a like on it, of course. Subscribe to some more MK content like this on the channel. I love you. Thank you for watching. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Be safe out there, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.
Stepping on it crack, but I'm not superstitious. Count all these racks, I be steady counting my digits. Stepping on it crack, I am not superstitious. Counting all these racks, I be